Hey, what's up, everyone? Welcome back to another Tarant Tip Thursday, and today's topic is making dubstep sounds in Sylenth. Now, I know I was one of those people who thought Sylenth was a house type synth you were going to get leads, saws, arpeggiators out of, until I got a little preset bank pack. I think that's what they're called, banks. And it had a bunch of dubstep sounds, so I was like, okay, obviously that's a made up thing in my head, and you can get dirty sounds out of it. This is the sound I made, and I'm gonna break it down and show you guys how I made it, and just kind of, get your mind expanded about Sylenth and know you could make dirty sounds. So I'm gonna give a little demo of the sound right here. So just this cutoff right here, you're gonna get some crazy tones, and that's kind of how I based this patch, was using just that cutoff to get the different tones and stuff. So let's break this down. How did I make this? Well, we have a sine and a pulse, 2 voices and 3 voices. Now, before we pitched it down, it was like this. So until you pitch that down 2 octaves, the pulse, you don't get the sound we need. So 2's the sweet spot right there. What I did do over here, though, was pull that stereo all the way down and left it at that. Those are the oscillators up top. We didn't even get to part B on the sound. So on A, we went down to the filter and we set A and B, which you go right here, part A and B, and then we put the low pass 24. Now the cutoff, we brought it up just under 5. I don't even know if they tell you the values of the knobs in here, so just diagonal up right there. And then a little bit of resonance, which you will hear as you kind of just play with it. You just dial that in. And same with the drive. You want to bring it back up and give it some drive. Before I did the filter control, though, I routed this down here. I figured out the rate that would sound good, and then a little bit of gain, and it's just the LFO of a sine. And then I did the cutoff A and distortion amount. Now, you go to filter control, and this was just me messing with the sound and trying to dial it in. So the resonance I put all the way up, well, not all the way up, but most of the way up. Key track all the way up. I did the warm drive. The cutoff, you kind of just move around to how you want to use the sound in the particular song you're using. So the cutoff is what you're going to be changing most of the time. I went into the distortion, a little bit of dry wet in amount. Chorus, super light on the chorus. It just gives a little stereo width. And then we got the EQ. I turned the bass down a little bit, which happened to be around 230 hertz. Then I turned the treble up a little bit, well, a lot, 8 dB, at 2700. Reverb was enough just to wash out the sound a little bit and sound spacious, but not so gritty and dry. And then compress just a little bit to get back up top, but we're gonna, it's at 20. All right, cool. And that's the preset. There's really nothing much. I put the mix A up, I cranked the volume up so it's louder. I did mono, so it would play mono, no chords. I mean, and that's our tip for you guys. Start thinking of Sylenth as just like any other VST. It's capable of anything, almost anything. And you're able to, get right to work and just create. That's what I like about Sylenth. It's super simple, super basic. You just get straight in there. Serum is great, but the possibilities and the routing and everything is so infinite, so much to take in, that if you're really just starting out with VSTs and want to learn how to sound design, I believe Sylenth is an easier way to get in there and learn sound design and how VSTs work before you go into like a powerhouse like Serum, which is capable of just about almost anything. So I hope this has helped you learn and just expand your mind that dubstep is not just Serum and not just Massive, not just FM8. It could be about any VST you can make dubstep sounds out of. It's just those are the ones that people had the most. As always, thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't subscribed already. Click that bell notification as we do weekly videos. Thanks for watching. Peace.